This video was sponsored by A Better Route Planner. Yo, what's up? We are now at Circle K as usual, and today we are bothered by fossil cars or motorcycles. I'm just kidding. Here we have the Lexus UX 300e, and I will do 1,000 kilometer challenge. And you might be wondering, holy shit balls, how long is it gonna take? Well, I did a calculation based on charging curve and range test, and my spreadsheet claims 14 hours and 15 minutes. Actually 14 hours and 10 minutes. So first I thought it would be 16 hours, but it's actually 14 hours something. So we'll see. Now I'm charged to 98%. I was charged to 100% earlier, but why are they so noisy? Okay, whatever. They could at least stop the engine. So I'm plugged in right now, just getting the final juice. See, yeah, we're gonna start 9 today. Usually we start at 10, but today we start at 9 because we need that extra time. So I can't show you on the map where we're supposed to go because this car, which is the premium trim, the mid trim, doesn't have navigation. You have to go for luxury if you want navigation. So anyway, we will just do the final preparations. And maybe I go a little bit higher on the temp. Yeah, and off we go, right? I should mention, okay, we don't see on the map here, but we're gonna go the Norway route because Corona is still here. Remember to ABC, always blame Corona. We are now at Schweinsund, and according to, well, the distance from Oslo to here should be 114 kilometers at the roundabout. I see now on the trip meter here that as we approach the roundabout, we have 115.4. So which means that this car is over-reporting about 1%. Yeah. So that means that we have to count to 1,010 kilometers. Oh, well. Consumption, by the way, is 259 right now. We are about to go to the first charging stop, but I'm sweating a little bit now because I noticed when I did the range test yesterday or 2 days ago that towards the end the kilometers here goes down really fast towards the end, below 30 kilometers roughly. You just have to know that. But we are now 4 kilometers away from the charger at Rygge, and I had to slow down. First I slowed down to 110 kilometers per hour, and now I have to slow down even more just to make it, just to be sure I have to make it there. I even switched off HVAC. But we are almost there now in 3 kilometers. But remember, if you own a Lexus, this one, just be careful towards the end, because if you just keep hammering it like a typical car journalist, you will run out of juice. But yeah, we're gonna stop at Rygge soon. We are now charging at Rygge. Yes, this is the first charging stop after 160 kilometers. From here on, we will charge roughly every 100 to 140 kilometers only. Yeah. So I can choose, because if I charge to 140, if I charge to 85%, I can then go 140 kilometers between each stop, but then I will arrive 5 minutes slower. So does it matter when you're driving a Toyota? Probably not. So time-wise, yeah, we'll see. I have to figure out whether, yeah, maybe I'll just charge you 85%. But there is one small problem, which is that on the previous days when I range tested, the car was taking 42 to 44 kilowatts. Now though, it's only taking around 35 kilowatts. You see, this is 35 kilowatts. So is it because the battery is cold, or is it because the charger is delivering lower power? I think it could be that the battery is cold because it was chilled down overnight in the garage. Yeah, and for you guys who don't know, we have CHAdeMO. Lexus, because it's a Japanese brand, it uses CHAdeMO, and that means that we usually get only 50 kilowatts. Otherwise, if it could take more, I could be charging at the Ioniq charger, maybe get 75 kilowatt or more. But that's not the reality now. So yes, we have now, this is, I don't know what color it is. It seems to be some kind of green, camouflage green, or maybe it's tactical green, just like the e-tron. But okay, so you see, when we get inside the car here, we have the My Room mode active. and then ignition is on. Well, I hope nothing catches fire. And also, this large area here that could have been used by a nice screen over there, they could have pushed this, pull this closer to you and then make it touchscreen. It's not touchscreen. To interact with that screen, you have to use this Lexus pad thing here, you see? Yeah. And then we have also a big ass clock here, which I don't look at that clock because I look at this clock instead. Oh. We are now at Shell Grilland, my favorite place to stop. We came here with 15%. So, well, slightly less optimal, but that's fine. See here we have the Mer chargers right by the highway. I like them a lot. Right now, I don't care if I'm sharing stall with anyone because I'm only pulling 43 kilowatts. You see, I mentioned earlier that we were pulling, I mean, it was charging slow. But right now you see that, oh yeah, we are back in the game. 43.5 kilowatt. Oh. So I came here at 15%. So I guess I have to stay here. I want to charge to 87% again, just to be sure. Because today, just gonna show you, summer, well, spring, it's springtime. And you see lots of cars charging up here. And also over there by the Fortum, well, recharge chargers. So the roads now are getting quite busy. People are going to the south. That's how they are. Norwegians, they are very seasonal people. They go to the south in summer, spring, and then they go to the north and to the mountains in winter. So, all right. Very relaxing, this 1,000 kilometer challenge versus the other ones. Because some, especially when I drive a Tesla, I can only stop for 15 minutes. But here I can stop for 45 minutes. Oh. We are now near Larvik Langgangen, and we just turn around. And yes, we're going back to Grelland if we can. But I'm going to show you something. You can see we are cruising at around 105 kilometers. Actually, the real speed is 104 kilometers per hour. We're going under the speed limit, which is normal for Toyota drivers. But the car is so noisy. You can probably hear it. It's noisy. And it's mainly because of the road surface. So I'm going to drive. You see, right now when we're driving here, it's very noisy because all the other cars have always been driven here, and we have studded tires, pick deck in Norway, and the asphalt compound here is different than the rest of Europe. So listen. And then back again. Holy guacamole. Okay, here we come to some fresh ass. You guys hear that difference? So most of the road noise from the Lexus most of the noise comes from the road noise. There is not too much wind noise, but mainly just road noise. I can show you on the left lane. We have no cars behind us now. Same here. Okay, not that big effect here. Okay, whatever. Let's go back. Back. We are now back at Grelland. Yeah, we made it here. So I had to drive a little bit slower on the way here because I wasn't sure whether I can make it. But it turns out that I had more than enough juice, because when we came here, let me show you now how much we have now. We came here with 17%, but it showed up as, well, the weird thing is that the kilometers were dropping really fast. I checked it before I got here. I saw that for 600 meters of driven, around 2 to 1, you know. After around 500 meters, you lose 1 kilometer on the GOM thing. So, but this is really confusing, because now we arrive with 17%, which looks like 5%. And then earlier we arrived with, how much was it again? 3%. So maybe the car just needed some time to adjust GOM or something, I don't know. But okay, so now we are just chilling over here. We need to stay here at least, I don't know, half an hour or something. Yeah, you see now this is going up now, GOM range. We are in the my room mode, whatever that means. Consumption so far is 242. So I guess we have another chill time then. All right, lunch for today. What, lunch-ish snack? I bought this one earlier at Circle K. They have discount 6 buns for 40 NOK. Well, actually, they have pretty good margin. I bet 1 bun for Circle K only cost 1 or 2 NOK to make, and then they sell them for 15 NOK. That's how they make money. Gas station. They don't make that much money on fuel nowadays, and especially for charging also at Circle K, they're actually losing money, or until they can make it more cost efficient by having better coverage on the fast chargers. Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit of bun. This time it's nice and soft. Nice and soft buns. And then we have Litago. Yeah, man, lots of product placement today. Stormbag, Rode microphone, Litago, so okay. We've been charging here for about 15 minutes only. And you see right now, it looks like we have 82 kilometers of range. Looks like we have about 30% maybe, right? 30%, 82 kilometers of range, all right? Let's see what the charger says. Yeah, we started with 17%, added 10 kilowatt hour. Now we are supposed to be at 79%. The BMS is wacky. It's even worse than ENV 200 in BMS. I've heard about this before, that the BMS report, because this is not the charger problem, because this number here is reported by the car. Charger has no idea about what the battery is supposed to be. So, what the heck is going on? Oh, shit. Okay, we have to look at the energy. We're supposed to input around, from what I think, around 30 something kilowatt hours. So we just have to sit in camp and see what happens. Charging just stopped now suddenly. Well, let me switch language. English. It reported at 102%, but we only received around 12 kilowatt hour. I heard about this before. What we might do is go over there where we have some tritium chargers, and we can try to charge there instead. Yeah, I hope they are available. If not, then we just have to keep driving. Okay. All right, we are on the run again. The problem now was that this car might have problems with Delta chargers. So I avoided Delta chargers. I went over to Circle K right nearby there. And unfortunately, there was another Lexus there. What are the chances to meet another Lexus? It's the first time he's trying to fast charge, and he asked me questions about how to use it. But anyway, I told him the first thing you have to do is flip the car around, because you're pointing the wrong way. He went nose in. But the charger that I tried didn't work, and the other chargers, they don't have charger mode. So this is actually the reality of Lexus owners, is that they have a very limited selection of chargers, and as of now, Lexus still has a buggy product. So I'm not sure if I should subtract 5 minutes or not. But we are headed towards, well, I guess Kobbevik is one option, or Lier. I haven't decided where to go yet. Yeah, but we just have to keep driving. And I still have some juice so I can leap over to the next charger. We are now at Esso Kobbevik. I almost never come here. But over here, at least we have lots of 50 kilowatt fast charger. So I used one of them, and I know that Tritium V-Fill chargers, they don't have any problems. And I heard from the live stream that some Delta chargers, they have the new software, then it works fine, but Delta charger with the old software will bug. So I just happened to bump into the one with the old software. But now it reports 30%. That is actually plausible, yes. So now we're gonna stay here, because I haven't even gone to the restroom. So, all right, then we go back in here. And then I'm gonna show you. I'm in the My Room mode. So yeah, all good. Oh, let me check something. You see, when you're with a Lexus, you have CHAdeMO port on this side. And I don't know why you need a butt plug for the port, because it's just one port. If you open the lid, you want to plug something in there. Because when you have the CCS, then you might have the CCS thing under there that you don't need. So that's why you need the butt plug. But here, it's kind of in the way, so you can just tear it out. But what I noticed, by the way, is that the charge the charge lid here has no rubber seal. And the same here, there's no rubber seal here. So that means that snow and ice might run in here. I don't know, I haven't tried it in winter. How good is this car in winter? Well, there's one way to find out, but I'm gonna check something. Can we open the charge port on the right side, which is the AC port? Oh, you can, huh? And you see, this also has a butt plug. What happens if you double penetrate the car now? will the car just explode? Maybe we can AC charge while we are DC fast charging. It's like double charging it. No, but this is actually quite surprising, because most cars that have two charge ports, let's say an e-tron, it will lock the other one. And also Porsche Taycan, it will lock one side if the other side is open. But apparently with this car, no problem. Yeah, you can use both entrances at the same time. We are now at Nebbenes. We've been charging here for a while, actually. I wanted to wait for you guys to see how long it takes for me. And it's not only this charging stop, pretty much all the other charging stops throughout the day now, except for the ones I had a little bit of problem. I've been charging for 45 minutes to 1 hour every time. And the problem is that the first charging stop was nice because I wanted to eat. But then the second charging stop, I was not hungry, and I still had to wait there an hour. And right now also, I'm not hungry yet, but I'm planning to stop and eat at Circle K in about 1-ish hours, in about 1 hour. So then I will be occupied. But then the next charging stop, I will just sit there and don't know what to do. But also another problem for many EV drivers is that charger over there is kaput. I've seen many people go over there, try it, and then it doesn't work. And then these other ones are occupied. And then that one here is supposedly also kaput. Or it's a new high power charger, but it's supposedly not working. And then an e-Golf came and he tried all the other options. And now he is waiting. I'm going to leave soon. I could stay longer, but I'm going to leave soon so he can get the spot. And then you can feel the frustration that These guys, they will fail to charge. At the same time, they just look here and like, oh, all these Tesla chargers are available. Lots of stalls. They're slurping in 150 kilowatts. Okay, let's move the car. Oh, one last thing. I will show you how long I've been here. Oh, I'm gonna leave soon. 45 minutes. Yeah, okay, we will leave soon. We're getting close to Nebbenes again. My plan was not to stop here. My plan was to stop at Minnesund, but the problem with Minnesund was that the only CHAdeMO available there was taken by a Leaf. Fortunately, I had enough juice to keep driving, so I'm now going back to Nebbenes. We have 10 kilometers. I had to take it easy, but man, okay, let's go to Nebbenes. We are now back at Nebbenes, charging up again. So ideally, I wanted to get that big Mexican at Circle K, Minnesund, because I found out that, at least my impression is that that Mexican, well, it's a taco salad, but I feel like it's better, it tastes better than the one at Dahl. I didn't know there was any difference there, but I'm hungry now. It's 8 in the evening. I've been on the road for 11 hours, so this is the best thing I could come up with from, wait, it's like this. Pizza Romana from Shell. Yes, very romantic. So I guess I'll be eating this one and then enjoying a Coke. Yes, this is my cheat Saturday, but only Saturday. Tomorrow I go back to eating healthy food. But of course, in front of the camera, I have to show you guys that I always eat unhealthy food, so you guys will get the wrong impression of me. Refreshing Coke. So now we've been charging for almost 40 minutes and we are still at around 60%. So I need to go to 87%. That's when this car starts throttling, and I want to cut down on the number of charging stops. So yeah, you see, that means that we have to charge here for almost an hour before we are done. And I figured out that, at least for me, when I want to take a food break, it actually takes a little bit of time for me to walk over to the gas station, order the food, they heat it up or whatever, cook it. Then I come back here and sit here. I could also sit over there, whichever works. But usually after about half an hour, then I'm done eating, or maybe 45 minutes. So if you have a car that charges within half an hour to 40 minutes, then that's okay. But this one now, it's still not done. So I just have to, I don't know, walk around. I don't smoke. I could be smoking. I could kick some dust or something. I have to just kill some time then, the next 10-15 minutes. This is it, the last charging stop here at Espa. Don't mind my parking. This is called pit stop parking because we have no one else here. I just park it like this. And actually, if someone would use the CHAdeMO plug or whatever, it's still not, I'm not in the way. And you see, I'm also not in the way on that side. But yes, this is because I can just in and then out again. But I like these chargers from Kempower. Fortum or Charge and Drive or Recharge now that they are called, they are using the ChemPower. I haven't seen other charge port operators like Mer or Circle K or BKK, or they haven't used these, but I like them because, well, you see, oh, there's some stuff that is burned in there. Look at that, because normally the screen would be like this. So the CHAdeMO and the CCS thing here is burned into into the screen. Wait, what kind of screen do they use here? But anyway, if you go to this, not stop. If you go to this one, you can look at the charging screen, or you can also click here, and you see, wow, look at this, huh? These people who develop ChemPower chargers, they also own EVs, and they know that some EVs don't show charging speed, like. So that's why they did something like this. I've shown you guys this before, but I'm just showing you guys for some people who haven't seen it before. And then if you scan the QR code, you get this one up. Huh? Isn't that cool? And then you get this one up. And you can watch this from your phone while you're having a burger down there. Huh? Huh? Do you like that shit? You like that shit? But anyway, so now the plan is that I have to drive 135 more kilometers. I've worked out the route now. I'm going to drive a little bit here and then end up in Oslo. And we will see how long it will take. And can the Lexus beat Zoe? We'll see. We are now on a final cruising round, and I'm only cruising at around, let me see here, I'm gonna show you. The real speed is only 104 kilometers per hour in the 110 zone. And if you look at the time now, we have to subtract 5 minutes. I decided to subtract 5 minutes because of the Delta charger problem, because once Delta fixes the software on every charger, we will not have the problem with the Lexus anymore. So it's unfair to count the 5 minutes. So that means that it is now at the 14-hour mark, and you see that we have done 930. Well, it's minus some 1% of what there is, 920. But we have to drive another 80 kilometers or something. Wait, yeah, 80 more kilometers, and we will be at 1010. That's the countdown, 1010. Oh, but I can't go too fast because it seems like at night now, even though it's only 6 degrees Celsius outside, the car is semi-thirsty. So if I go too fast, I will run out of juice, and I don't want to add one extra charging stop. Yeah, but another thing is that I've decided to go back to ESPA, because when I did the previous charging session, it did charge very fast to 91%. So actually the previous charging session I recorded for the charging test it throttled at 87%. So I have to redo it. That means I'm going to be home real late tonight. I'll be home at 2 at night. But I guess I sacrifice that bit, because we will then finish this one and then that's it. And I don't have to come back here and redo it anymore. All right, let's do the countdown. 9990, 9991, 9992, 9993, 9994, 9995, 9996, 997, 998, 9999. 1000. Woo! But we are not done yet. Oh shit. This is the final countdown. 1009.2. 1009.3. 1009.4. 1009.5. 1009.6. 1009.7. 9.8. 1009.9. Wow, go 1010. 49. That means yes, 14 hours and 45 minutes. Oh wow, look at the consumption, 254. Woo! All right, let's go to Espa. We are now back at Kempower, charging up and recording yet another charging session just to get slightly better result. But okay, back to the 1000 kilometer challenge. So my spreadsheet predicted 14 hours and 20 if we drove it. I mean, if we charge to about 85%. But in this case, we were actually 25 minutes slower. So what happened? Well, my explanation is that the first charging session, the battery was not warm enough, and we were, I think we spent about 10 minutes longer at the first charging session. But once the battery heated up, then no problem. Then we would go, it would charge way faster. We would get 42, 44 kilowatt, which is max for this car. And it has a very nice and flat charging curve all the way to 87. And I found out that actually, if the battery is heated up even more, we will actually get flat curve, fairly flat curve until 91%. That's why we are recording it again now, because and that means that because this car has such a long, short range, you want to actually charge kind of long-ish, because otherwise you will be, charging more often and driving more. So yes, if I hammered it and charged to 65%, maybe I'll be 5 minutes faster. But also another thing that made this test slightly slower was that I couldn't simply drive at my desired speed, which is speed limit plus VAT. So I had to drive a little bit slower than I would do with other cars, and that's the reason, because when you drive slower, you also arrive slower. And I didn't want to have too many charging stops. So the problem with the Lexus is that it's actually thirstier than I thought it was. Like even at 90 kilometers per hour or at 120, it consumes more than even bigger cars, like the ID4, which consume less energy than this car. And I think it has something to do with the Lexus was made fossil, and then they made it electric, and they haven't optimized it for efficiency, unlike the MEB platform, which is made as an EV from ground up. So but at least this is Lexus or Toyota's first proper EV. So hopefully they will make better EVs in the future. And some people claim that the Lexus is not it's a city car, but no, I partly disagree. I mean, you can still drive around 200 kilometers before you have to charge the first time, and then if you take a long break, you can then go to the cabin, which is the destination. But one thing that bothers me is that this car is pretty expensive. So you have to pay around 400k NOK in Norway for this premium one, and for that price, you can get a lot of other nicer cars. So that is the problem. The price on this car needs to go down 100k. It sounds pretty crazy, but for the car you get, for the performance you get, and the noise level and the features, in my opinion, this car is not worth 400k. It's worth 300k. It sounds crazy coming from me. Toyota people or Toyota or Lexus be like, what the heck are you talking about? But that's my personal opinion about this. But so anyway, I think that's gonna be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.